Well, hello there, ladies and gents. I'm Tammy Sapnewski, your crypto queen. Thank you so much for popping by my channel. Please know that this is not financial advice. I'm only here to entertain you, but I will say this. Try to only buy on those red candles. And as we know, there's a lot of red candles going on in the market right now. So you're probably here because of the title of the video, which is ShibToro Blacklisting Wallets. I didn't even know that this was happening or this was a thing until somebody reached out to me to say that their wallet had been blacklisted. And, how did I feel about ShibToro's practice of blacklisting wallets? And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. What's going on? So I did reach out to some of the community members and some of the devs to find out what the story was officially, before I started tweeting or anything, because I like to have all of the facts before I do I want both sides of the story to make sure it's true. Whatever somebody's telling me, I have to back it up to make sure that it is indeed a true thing and that I'm not just talking out of my butt, right? Got to be backed up with facts. And Steve said earlier, ShibToro has some work to do with getting their price in line, and I agree. I just looked at the chart, but hey, it's a red candle day. It's down by 8%, so that's a good time to get in if you're interested in getting into ShibToro. Okay, so in the comments section, let me know if you guys are familiar with the blacklisting of wallets. Maybe I'm late to the game. I don't know. Maybe this has been going on for a while and I just found out about it. But okay, so this is the story, okay? Maybe I'll wait just a few more minutes for people to get here. Steve the Canadian is in the house. Hello, Steve. Thank you very much for popping on by. And in case you guys aren't already subscribed, I hate doing this. I really do. But if you're not subscribed, could you please subscribe to my channel and maybe hit the like button? I hate doing that. I really do. I hate doing it because it sounds so cringe, but I'm supposed to do it. So please do it. My girl Sherry's in the house. Hey, Sherry. Sherry is one of those people that, you know, I feel like she's my people. She's always on my chats. The Husky is here. Husky says, "Where's your set? Where's your set? I know when some well, I can't read the comment. I don't know what you're saying. My set? What does that mean, my set? Hmm. Not sure what you're saying, Husky. Oh, I know that when the pre-sellers sold Shinja, and then the rest of your comment is getting cut off. I can't see it. Oh, where's your set? I know that some pre-sellers were selling Shinja. Their wallets got blacklisted for breaking the rules. Yes, this is along those lines, except for there was no rules. Okay. Helga, hello. Thank you for popping in. Sherry says, awesome. Everyone, please subscribe and hit the like button. Yo, I'm your people. That's right. Sherry is. Sherry's my people. Okay. All right. Okay. So here's the story. As you know, ShibToro is listed on Uniswap. They have some listing on Hotbit and like a few other smaller exchanges. And the prices fluctuate between exchanges. Like at any given moment, let's take crypto.com for instance. The price on crypto.com for their native token, the Kronos token, probably is like at 46 cents. If you go over to Coinbase, that token is going to be about 48 cents. Like there's always a price differential with tokens on all of the different exchanges. Bitmart, Coinbase, Webull, all of them. They're all different. And then Uniswap is different. These exchanges they're basically allowed to set their own price. You just come up and you have an agreement with them as a cryptocurrency. These are the tokens that we're going to add to your exchange. Here's the liquidity that, everything has got to be there. Everything has got to. Everything's got to be um, with the parameters of whatever exchange you're with. You just agree to it. So what happens is some people do take advantage of that. They'll buy a cryptocurrency on one exchange and go over to the exchange where that cryptocurrency is more expensive and sell it over there for a profit. It's called arbitrage. It's not uncommon. It's not illegal. There's a couple of different types of arbitrage. Um, this one's known as spatial arbitrage. It's done a lot. Russ Armand has talked about it on some of his AMAs. He said that that's the reason why Sata Realty was going downhill because of arbitrage, although you weren't supposed to be able to get Sata Realty on Uniswap, but oh well. So people have been using this as a vehicle to make money, but apparently Hotbit, the price of ShibToro somehow was like incredibly low on Hotbit. And I think people started to realize it. So they would buy on Hotbit, transfer their tokens out of Hotbit to a different exchange, whether it's, selling it on Uniswap or selling it somewhere else where ShibToro is available. Like a lot. Okay. Enough where the devs caught it. So here's the thing. This is going to be up to you, but how do you feel about the developers having the power to blacklist wallets? That's up to you. It's up to you. How do you feel about it? There's times where I think it's great. Like, there's times where that shit comes in handy. Like when the person hacked Bitmart and was able to take all of those tokens, there were tokens like Pikachu Inu. Was it Pikachu? Yeah, it was irretrievably broken because Bitmart happened to hold over 50% of their tokens. So when they got hacked, there was nothing they could do. However, if the devs simply could have blacklisted the hacker's wallet, it would have been a non starter. Like, okay, that's done. They can't move the tokens. Let's start fresh. We can fork from here and move on. In that instance, it comes up good. But what about if devs start saying, hey, we're going to start blacklisting wallets because something other than that? Like, how do you feel it? Like, where's the line? I think it sometimes can be a slippery slope. Now, if you're hurting a project, if indeed it's like that bad, then I don't mind. Look, I'm a ShibToro holder. You guys know I hold ShibToro. Um, I think if it was really that bad and the devs stepped in, okay, all right. If a wallet is definitely hurting the project by doing arbitrage, then I agree. But I mean, it would have to be a significant amount. They would have to have done it like over a certain amount of time. And I think their remedy for this is they're just going to get off Hotbit because it seems like Hotbit just can't get their shit together. They've raised the red flag with Hotbit, and you would think that Hotbit would want to coordinate with the cryptocurrency and get more in line with what the price actually is. But I think they see an advantage to this. They see an advantage for people to get tokens at a lesser price. This is not the first cryptocurrency that I've heard Hotbit, their prices are supersonic low. So apparently, I don't know. Sounds like Hotbit got a little bit of an issue. So, okay. Now, the reason that I brought this up was one of these people actually reached out to me and was like, "Hey, man, my wallet got blacklisted." And I'm like, "Huh?" Like, once again, I didn't know anything about this. What happened? What was going on? And apparently, because it had been happening, they had posted something in their Telegram group under their pinned comment saying, if you're engaging in arbitrage, don't do it because we're going to blacklist your wallet. And that'll be that. My thing is this, like, I hardly ever go to Telegram. So if somebody pinned like something in Telegram for me to see, I'd never see it because I don't go there. right? Unless you're going to Telegram into that certain project's group, you're gonna miss the message. Oh, and you have to go to the pinned messages too. Like, you just can't engage in the chit chat and see it. You have to go to the pinned message. I would miss it too. But then again, I'm not engaging in arbitrage, so I wouldn't have to constantly watch these projects to see what they're talking about. So I had one of these people, and you guys, I never check the messages on my YouTube. I have to get better. I'm trying to do better with getting to the comments that are left on my videos. I really stink at that. I just happened to check the comments like a couple of days ago, and it was a comment that was left on the ShibToro video. And the message said, "Hey, how do you feel about the developers blacklisting wallets on ShibToro?" And I'm like, this can't be right. I don't think Chad and Brandon would do that. What are they talking about? So I messaged them back, and she said, "Yep, in fact, her wallet had been blacklisted." So I reached out to one of the developers. I'm like, "Hey, what's going on? Are you guys blacklisting wallets?" And they explained to me, "Yeah, it's like a problem. It's a problem because of Hotbit and their price is so low and people transferring tokens out. Like, we had to do it. We had to do it to protect the project." And that's basically the story. So I said to this person, I'm like, "Yeah, well, you sounds like you weren't engaging in arbitrage." And she said to me that, first of all, she said to me, "I don't know if this person is legit a chick. How do you know who anybody is?" We don't know who anybody is. Anybody could be anybody. That wallet could be attached to anybody. I asked her to, oh, Shardae's in the house. Um, let's see what Husky said. "I think if you're doing shady shit, you should be blacklisted. It's not fair to everyone." Dankstar says, "Les Crow Shine Them Moon Shoes." XVV, okay. I think he's talking about VVS token. Steve the Canadian says, "Arbitrage isn't a problem, though it's on the devs and the business to keep the price straight." So I think that's what the devs are doing. They're just gonna pull off a Hotbit because it seems like Hotbit just can't get their shit together. This is not the first token that I've heard that about. They're just notoriously mangling the prices of certain cryptocurrencies. I don't know why. So anyway, like I said, who really knows if this is a chick? Of course, she says, "I'm a single mom. I have to pay for my son's school. There was an emergency. I needed money." And I'm like, "Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm." I'm like, "Listen, can you please email me everything that you're telling me? This way I can look at it and, see what's happening here." And hey, Anonymous, how are you? And so let me share the screen because they did email me. And like I'm saying, I'm not even 100% sure that it's a girl. She's saying she's a girl. She's saying she's a single mom. But like we said, I don't know who this is. It could be some dude, we don't know who the hell it is. But they were engaging in arbitrage. That I do know because they straight up fess up to it. So this is what they say. I have to put my glasses on for this. I mean, right off the bat, the first thing they say is complete BS, and you'll see why. "Dear Tammy, I first bought ShibToro at Hotbit because I have issues using MetaMask." Okay, well, when I went back, they do put their wallet address there. When I went to go look at their wallet, seems like they've been using MetaMask all along. So when you start off with something that I feel is untrue, I'm immediately going to question everything you say thereafter. It's just how I feel. You clearly don't have an issue using MetaMask. You bought it on Hotbit because you saw a discounted price, and that's why you did it. And they give me the date, February 22nd, or no, February 26th. When they're in foreign countries, they switch the day and the month. compared to the way that we calendar the dates. I'd be able to buy ShibToro using Trust Wallet via Uniswap. After Russia Ukraine war, countries, I worry this is going to happen to Hotbit as well. So I decided to transfer my tokens to Trust Wallet because I think it's safer. What does the war have to do with anything? Nothing. Nothing. You see how when they reach out to me, they start with a falsehood, then they start tugging on heartstrings with the Russia-Ukraine war. See how they try to manipulate, right? Like they have buzzwords that they think you're going to fall for. That's why they throw them in there and use them. I transferred from Hotbit to Trust Wallet on the 14th on a second time. My sister need help. So I sold my ShibToro about 7 quintillion that I bought on Uniswap. On April 1st, I decided to sell the rest of my ShibToro because I needed to pay for my son's school as I lost my job. I'm a single mom. I tried several times, but it won't let me. I realized I might have been blacklisted. So let me stop right there because like if I had an issue with like doing a transfer, the first thing in my mind wouldn't be, "Oh my gosh, I'm blacklisted." I'd be like, "Oh, failed transfer, it didn't go through." We've all had those swaps that it just didn't go through. They took your gas fees, but, it just didn't the exchange didn't happen for whatever reason. If that happened to me, the last thing on my mind would be, maybe someone has blacklisted my wallet. Like, that would never even cross my mind. So she probably already knew, or he I listen, I don't know, it's a girl. They're just saying that they're a girl. Already in their mind, they probably knew that they were, dancing with the devil a little bit, engaging in the arbitrage here. So let's continue on. And see, again, with the heartstrings, her son's school, she's a single mom, lost her job. I went to ShibToro group asking what was happening, but admins couldn't give me an answer. I got kicked out of the main group. Devs ignored me, even I explained everything. Hopefully, you could sort this out for me. I don't know why she would think I would sort it out. I was like, "Hey, just email me everything." And then I went through you could see down here, this is obviously my email. She sends me screenshots of conversations that she had. Um, I'm not gonna share those because it's a conversation she had with a community member, and I'm not gonna share it because I'm just not gonna share it. And I asked, "Hi, one more question. Do you know the prices that you bought and sold at?" Because I'm trying to get them to say, "Well, yeah, you know what? I did. Okay, yeah, I bought for less money and I sold for more money." But this person is saying that she bought at this price point, half an ETH, and then I sold at a lesser price point because she needed the money or whatever, yada yada yada. I don't know, right? Like, I don't know. I don't really yes, I did go onto Etherscan because she gave me her wallet address, and I keep saying she, but again, I really don't know that it's a woman. I just don't. So let me see if I can get to that wallet address. Here, let me grab it. I will copy it, and we're gonna grab this and go on over to Etherscan just so that you can see that, you know, this person is no stranger to Uniswap. And I should also say that, I don't have, Excel on this computer, so there's only, like, a minimum or maximum amount of things that I'm allowed to see as far as, what they're saying. Oh, let me go back to the comments. I bought ShibToro on Hotbit and moved to TW2. Oh, did you get blacklisted? But now that the devs say that they're closing up shop at Hotbit, don't you have to get your tokens out of there, right? Like, don't you have to do that? Or are they making maybe Sade knows the answer. Um, How are they handling the people that are still on Hotbit? What are they doing over there? Do they have to sell their tokens or do they have to transfer the tokens, and are they not going, how do they know who's doing what? Like from this point on, how do you know? Sade says transfer 30 days. So I'm guessing you have to transfer your tokens out of your wallet and you can't sell them for 30 days. Is that what you're saying? Okay, so these are all the exchanges. And as we can see, here's the failed transactions that was tried to happen, didn't happen. So we can see this person is familiar with Binance wallets. So that tells me that this is somebody that's used to investing. They're making money from investing. And when they've made money from investing, they're transferring to a Binance hot wallet and taking the money out. So this is not your run of the mill single mom who's just looking to scrape up some extra money. This is an investor. This is somebody that makes money investing. Now, well, let's go to, because here you could see it says ShibToro token. On the right-hand side, you can see it says ShibToro. So here, there was purchases done on Uniswap. And then we start getting to the Hotbit. Here's the Hotbit one, right? ShibToro out, sent the ShibToro out, and it went to Uniswap. And then I think she sold it on because the dev did respond to this person and said, you sold it on Dex Tools, which is against the rules. Engaging in arbitrage is against the rules. So I think that's what she did. Now it's just the one time on this page because I can't, let me hit this. Let me see if I can get it to. Can you guys see this? Oh, hold on. I go by StreamYards. Hold on a second. Okay. I want to go back to, let's go back to March 1st. And then we'll do to this present day. Oh, I hate these because I never get them right. This is technically, is that a bridge? Is that a person bridge is to walk over? Crosswalk, that's a crosswalk, crosswalk, crosswalk. I did check it. What the hell? Why is it disappear? Are you guys seeing this? Every time I hit it, it disappears. Now I don't see any crosswalks. What the hell? What the fuck? I'll just hit verify again. Okay. Fire hydrant. This one's easy. Why does it keep doing that? Why does it keep changing the pictures? Are you guys seeing what's happening? Why is it doing this? But see, I don't have Excel on this computer, so I'm not going to be able to open it. I mean, I have it, it's on there, but I don't own it on this computer, so it's going to be like, oh, you got to download. I'm not doing all that. So let's go back to this page. I mean, so we can see that in this time span of, well, this has been over a month. She did this. It's a one-time sell with tokens from Hotbit that are ShibToro to a different exchange to sell them possibly at a higher price, probably at a higher price. If she bought them on Hotbit, she definitely got them at a lesser price. And if she sold them somewhere else, she definitely got more money. That's arbitrage, plain and simple. And here, and again, if we go back to her transactions, we can see these two that failed because by then they had already blacklisted the wallet. But I'm sorry, that clipped. Hold on a second. What I was told was that they were looking for people that were repeat offenders. It's not somebody that just did it once. It was somebody that was doing it multiple times. They got caught, and then their wallet was blacklisted. This person said they did it once. And I'm like, "Oh, I don't know. You said you did it once. Like, how do I know?" Even though they provided the wallet address, I mean, you don't know. Tremor says, "If it screws someone over, hold Hotbit responsible. They are the root of the problem." I think so. Jay Johnson is saying, "Thanks, Sade. I moved to Hotbit because they did 2 app updates in 2 days, and it made me nervous. Hotbit had a hack or something, and someone wanted to access to my coins using fake updates. Oh, hell no. Like, that does make me nervous. I'd wanna get the hell out of there too. But do you see what I'm saying with this, the stories, the heartstring stories, and how, you know, "Oh, I'm a single mom, my son, I gotta pay for school, I lost my job, my sister needed the money." I felt like when there's so many things, so many explanations in there, all wrapped up into the war made me afraid, and, I'm scared of Uniswap, and, they meanwhile, they're running money out of a Binance hot wallet. No. No, you were doing arbitrage. You were doing arbitrage, plain and simple, so they, of course, they came to me with a sob story, and, I'm on the fence about blacklisting powers, and let me tell you why. It is a slippery slope. Who's to say that, one day, don't get me wrong, I think they had to do what they had to do to protect the project, right? But I think there is a conversation to be had as far as where that slippery slope is with the ability to blacklist wallets. Let's say you have the good fortune of one day being an investor in a project, and you get in very early, and maybe you put a couple ETH in, and down the road the price increases, and maybe you're one of the big whales in the project, and you decide to start taking your profits. Maybe you start pulling out a little bit here and there, and when you do, that starts to affect the price of the chart. And then the dev is like, "Hey man, that person holds a good percentage of our tokens, and they're hurting our project. Every time they sell, it hurts us. You know what? We could just blacklist their wallet, and that would make everything go away. That would take their ability away to hurt our project and to stabilize our price." So you have to just be careful with that, I think, because, it's a slippery slope, and that's what I'm gonna say about that. Right? It is. It is a slippery slope. So I do agree that things need to be done with, protecting the projects. And whenever Faltron bags on a token because the contract is not renounced, he always says to me, like, "Tammy, this is the reason why I like contracts that are renounced, where they can't do any of this funny business with the smart contract. It is what it is. The moment it's there, they can't change anything, because he was one of the big wallets in Tezuki Inu. He was one of the big, big holders in Tezuki Inu. And before they rugged, they blacklisted his wallet." And I was like, "Well, why'd they blacklist it?" He's like, "For no reason other than I had a shit ton of money. They were worried I was gonna sell it. They didn't wanna lose money." He's like, "So they just up and blacklisted my wallet for no reason." He's like, "I didn't even sell. They just blacklisted my wallet." So that's one of the reasons. Sade says, "Blacklisting is a slippery slope, but having the ability to do it is necessary in this toxic space." Ah, shit, my camera. I gotta get a Sony. And I like not having contracts renounced, because I do like ShibToro has the flexonomics where, there's certain time periods where there's no buy tax and you get extra reflections, like all of that stuff I agree with. I do like, and I don't mind having a higher sell tax. I love that. And with some contracts that are renounced, or even some not even contracts that are renounced, but some of the smart contracts that are written, sometimes the buy tax has to equal the sell tax. You can't dig somebody with an extra sell tax out the door. And I'm like, why would anybody go into a smart contract like that? I don't understand it. I wouldn't want to do that. So, but that's the story there. The reason that they're blacklisting certain wallets is because these people were engaging in arbitrage. Plain and simple. They were buying on Hotbit for a significantly reduced price, moving it to a different exchange, whether it was Uniswap or Dex Tools, and then they were dumping their tokens for a higher price, making money. It's called listen, an arbitrage, it's not illegal. It's not an illegal practice. So what look, I'm glad they're getting off a Hotbit. That I think that's the only way to remedy it, because really arbitrage is not illegal, and doing this blacklisting thing, it is a slippery slope. What I will say about this is this. Let me go back to the email. Share this tab. I don't want to show too much because there is a private chat in there, and I don't want to do that to the person that was talking to them. It was nothing bad, but it was like it was with a male member of the community, and it got like a little saucy, so I don't want to share that. Um, Nothing bad, but just it's private, and I don't wanna see it, and I wouldn't wanna share. I don't like when people would share something that I gave to them. I wouldn't wanna do it, so, oh, crap. Well, I guess I need to hit share share screen, right? Why is it not working? Oh, hold on a second. I have to do that. Um This is what she says, the last and final email. I bought 3 times on Uniswap at the price of 6 zeros 18 to 6 zeros 19. I spent in total half an ETH. I sold at 6 zeros 12. So she's claiming that in fact she sold at a loss because I needed money to help my sister out. So I bought 8 quintillion, something I received about a quarter. As you see, I lose point 0.2 ETH. She lost, or I'm saying she, but listen, I don't really know. It's a she, about half their investment, she claims. But did she really? Because if we look at the wallet, okay, let me go back to StreamYards to see. That's on, yeah. I'm not going to pull you guys through it. Basically, I looked up what the prices were on Hotbit, and at that particular day, oh, maybe I should at least show this here. When she I have to go back to ERC20 token exchanges. She did pull out of Hotbit to Hotbit and did it like 3 days later when the price went up. So I don't see where she's talking about how she lost money. I don't think she did. I think she made money. She knows she made money. And I say she. We again, I don't know who this person is. It could be, I hope it's a woman. She's making money on cryptocurrency. Good for her. She's pulling out through a Binance hot wallet. Good for her, and I don't know. I mean, she's got half an ETH to buy ShibToro tokens. She must be doing okay. And we could see that, if we go back to her wallet, she's no stranger to making trades and exchanges. So I think she's going to be just fine. I think she probably has extra stuff tucked away that she's worth. Look, I think she's going to be fine. But I'm just saying that in the realm of blacklisting, it is a very slippery slope. It really is, guys, because how would you like if your wallet got blacklisted because you made a huge you got a ton of money because you made a good trade and they decided to blacklist you, or you're holding too much of the token at a percentage that they're uncomfy with because you're a whale and you get hurt, then they blacklist your wallet. I mean, it's a slippery slope. I don't appreciate it. This is supposed to be a capitalist country. It's the free market, right? Like I said, arbitrage, it's not illegal. It's a very slippery slope. I do agree with the devs. This had to be dealt with. You know, they couldn't have this. This definitely had the potential to really hurt the project because think about it. What if there was a significant amount of people and I talked to the dev. Can't remember what he said exactly. I think they blacklisted. I can't remember if it was like 30 exchanges or 30 wallets that got blacklisted. Hold on a second. And like I said, I'm not going to share this on the screen because this was our private conversation, but I just want to um so the dev told me that they didn't target people who only did this once. It had to be done multiple times for them to be blacklisted. And I said, okay, some wallets did it 3 to 5 times each before we even caught it. And I said, do you know how many wallets in total? And he said, no, he doesn't know, probably about 30. So just think of this. If there was like 200 people that got together and were like, "Hey man, guess what? You can buy ShibToro on Hotbit right now and it's on sale." Like ShibToro is totally on sale on Hotbit. You can get it like 30% less than anywhere else. And I think that's what the price discrepancy was. It wasn't like a little bit of money. It wasn't like 5 or 6%. It was a huge amount. It was like 30% different. That's crazy. Normally, you'd have, like, a couple pennies or, a couple ticks, something. No, this was a huge, huge price discrepancy. If enough people had found out about that and had started to engage in the arbitrage, it very well could have taken the entire project down depending on the amount of times that they did it and the amount of money that they were circulating when I mean, they very easily could have eaten up that entire piece of pie there on Hotbit and then dumped it onto like, they really seriously could have hurt the market, the token. So, in that instance, I don't blame. I don't blame. But it is a slippery slope. Just saying. Sherry says, okay, so there was a pattern of multiple trades. Yeah, it could definitely hurt the project. Yep. Tremors is saying lawsuit for Hotbit. Sherry said, absolutely. Like I don't know what Hotbit's deal is, but it seems to be a consistent problem with them that tokens seem to be on a massive discount on Hotbit. So just beware that if you're looking to make a cryptocurrency, you might want to stay away from Hotbit. Oh, and being that Hotbit did this and just didn't really use best practices when it comes to pricing on the exchange, does this mean that they should refund ShibToro the listing fee that they paid to get on the exchange, or because ShibToro is pulling out by their own volition, does this mean that they don't get the money back? Just something to think about. Just something to think about. And of course, it just wouldn't be one of those live streams unless I didn't talk about Saitama, right? I got to talk about Saitama. Mm. They're rats, man. I'm sorry. They got busted selling tokens. They're telling you to buy token. Now, how long have I been saying this? These devs are dumping tokens on you. Only I didn't have the proof to back it up. Now that the proof is actually there and they've admitted to it, they've confessed to it. I do feel a little vindicated. Thank you. I do appreciate it. I do. Because I knew that this was happening. I knew that they were telling you guys to buy the dips. Hey, the price is super low. Go ahead and hit that dip, buy the dip, get in while, it's pretty low. You're going to make a ton of money down the road, buy the dip. And meanwhile, they're dumping on you. They're dumping because they need money to support the cryptocurrency and the token. Now, during an AMA a few months ago, when it was on one of the Twitter spaces, somebody said to him, the possibility of making a marketing wallet. So, as you know, Sade said, "Thanks for covering it, Tammy. ShibToro, appreciate you." Sherry says, "Ooh, you dirty rats." Sherry says, "Saitama tisk tisk." Yeah, I think it's important because, like, I didn't know that that blacklisting thing happened. So it's in case somebody should want to find out, it's here. They could see what's going on. So in one of his Twitter spaces, he did say up front, listen, man, we don't sell tokens. Everything is coming out of our pocket. And we're supposed to be a business that's profitable. We don't need to be selling tokens. We don't need these high taxes on you because somebody had mentioned the possibility of a marketing wallet, but their contract is renounced. They can't just willy nilly add a marketing wallet. Uh, Last year, when that smart contract was indeed made, it was the lead developer at the time was a girl named V. It was started by a female, and she's the developer of Robo Inu right now. And she was running the project like everything that Saitama has in place right now, the Sata mask, Sata University, like all of those aspects of Saitama, she's the one that dreamt them up and wanted to put them in place. And when Russ came on the scene, she said she didn't like the way that the project was going, so she left. Now, when she started the project, back then last year, it was rare that people had a marketing wallet or all these high taxes. Like the normal tax, if you think like just last year, taxes used to be like 5, 6, 7, maybe 8%, and 8% was already on the higher side for taxes, if you remember. Now it's not uncommon to see taxes anywhere from 12 to 15%. It's just the norm now. We accept it because they have huge marketing wallets in place, they have developer wallets in place, and, X amount going to a burn, X amount going to liquidity. They didn't have all this burn stuff last time because back then they didn't have these ginormous token counts. They probably launched a token with about 10 billion tokens and didn't consider burning anything because the count was only finite. Can't really burn anything from there. Wolf says, I saw it today. Oh, yeah. I saw where Max had sold off 2 million Saitama tokens on one of the scans. Yeah. So it was uncommon back then for those high taxes. When Saitama was built, 4% in taxes, 2% goes to the liquidity pool that's locked until May of this year, and 2% goes to Pern. That's it. That's their tokenomics is literally 4%, and that's it. 4% buy tax, 4% sell tax. Done. She did not like the way the project was going when Russell Armand came onto the scene. She really didn't give anything specific as to why she didn't care for Russ and his vision. She would only say she didn't like the direction that he was bringing the project. And, I guess he charmed everybody because at one time she was the lead developer. Everybody looked to her as the leader. Why she just didn't say, I'm kicking you out. I'm the lead developer here. You need to leave. I don't know. I don't know what happened there, but it seemed like he charmed everybody, just like he does in the Twitter Spaces. People get up there, they're frustrated, they're pissed about what's going on with Saitama, either the direction, the failure of Sata Realty, the failure of the launch, Satamask, that failure. Everyone's pissed, 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 pissed. And by the end of the Twitter Space, Russ has charmed everybody yet again and has cooled them down and has made them just be rah rah. We are Wolfpack until the day we die again. Like he has that ability. He has a way of connecting with people that soothes and reassures them that everything is going to be fine. Now, mind you, a lot of people are losing a lot of money in Saitama right now, and they really need to believe that everything is going to be okay and they're going to be able to get their profits back and everything is going to be they're going to be millionaires because of Saitama. That's what they need to believe. And sometimes when somebody has a lot of emotions behind something, the easier it is for them to believe it. And that's just a fact. Vi is my girl from Robo Eno. Tremor says, in the end, crypto is all about trust. No matter how much due diligence you do, in the end, you have to trust the project creator. I agree with you 100%. She was Saitama's COO, and now she's got Robo Inu True. And that's Russ is the COO of Saitama now. It's like poker. You can do everything right and still lose. Yep, that is the damn truth. He has a way of connecting with people that uh, he just charms them. He's able to charm them. He tells a story, he weaves this story to you, and you agree with like, I always give the example of when he went on my friend Sandstorm's channel, and Sandstorm did an interview with him, and, this was after ZetaMask had failed to launch, and there was a lot of problems, and they had made all these bullcrap stories about, a bot attack, even though we knew a bot attack was a complete lie and all of this nonsense. And he's like, it's like a car and its engine. You can have all of the pieces of the engine there in front of you. And unless you don't put all of those pieces together exactly right, when you turn the key, nothing's going to happen. You have to make sure that every piece is just where it is, just so. And because you agree with his story, you start saying, that's right, that's right, that's right. He convinces you that you're agreeing with him other than agreeing with that stupid little story. And I was like, if, I would have been like, okay, that's very true. You do need to put an engine together correctly for it to be able to start. When you turn the key, it does have to start. But do the people in NASCAR wait until their car is pushed to the start line to first turn the key? Is that the first time they're going to turn the key at the start line when the big race is going on? No, they're going to test the car. They're going to do test laps. They're going to make sure everything is smooth before the race starts, right? Like they need somebody to come back at him with stuff like that. But that's not going to happen because he never lets people get up to talk to him. Never, never. Okay, somebody's talking about Cheems Inu, and I don't know about that one. So I only knew that Son of Cheems is a nightmare. That token. Yep. So now we know that Nam, because he's so stupid, he put a portion of a screenshot of one of his transactions on Twitter one time. I don't know what the hell this guy was thinking. Didn't he know everybody was going to ask him about this shit? Like, come on, of course. Here's the crazy thing. Is this the wallet? Now, don't forget what happened with Dr. Praveen. They asked because every time that the price would start going with Saitama, some of the whales would start dumping out and pull the chart price back down, hurting the project. And they confronted Dr. Praveen. They said, Dr. Praveen, is this you? Is this you? Are you hurting the project? And Praveen showed his wallet to prove that indeed it's not me. I'm not dumping. I'm holding, I'm pro Saitama. That's how they got his wallet. That's how they knew that he started to leave. That's how they knew where he was going when he went to Terrarium because he had to prove he was, Wolfpack. Wouldn't it be a thing if the wallet that they accused Dr. Praveen of dumping, if that was the NAM wallet this whole time? I bet it was. So NAM knew that that was it, and look at all of these other devs that are okay, so if they're legit straight up developers and they say they're supportive of the project, they should make their wallets open. Everybody should know what your wallet is. Everybody should be able to get to look at your wallet and see your transactions, period. Because now poor Dr. Bravine has got 108 wallets in Terrarium, and he can't touch them because they're going to start crapping all over Terrarium if he even thinks about taking profits from any one of those 108 wallets. They're going to crap all over him totally. So that's BS. So you have those people like JB Love, who has reached out to me a few times to say, "Hi, Allison. Thank you very much for watching." That he doesn't like when people dump big amounts and start taking profits because it hurts the charts. And I actually thought for the longest time that he was probably one of the guys dumping because it seems like you ever heard the saying, "Methinks thou doth protest too much." It's Shakespeare. And it means that who people that usually run around saying like, "Oh, I don't, I would never watch porn. Porn, oh, porn's disgusting. I would never, oh, porn, it should be outlawed. Porn is disgusting. It's terrible. It's awful, awful." Like people who protest too much to something, like they're just saying something is so terrible all the time, nonstop, they're probably doing it. Just saying that my one friend, her husband kept accusing her of cheating. Like anytime we would go out, he's like, "I know you're out screwing around on me." And I'm like, I think he's cheating on you because he's got cheating on the mind. He's got to be cheating on you because every day she had to deal with him accusing her of cheating. And sure as shit, he was cheating on her. Husky says, and Teddy says attack can be fixed in 24 hours. That's right. That bot account, the bot attack, we knew that that was BS. We knew it was BS, but see, this was when the veil was lifted for me with Saitama, when I realized it was just a bunch of shit they were shoveling at me with that whole bot attack narrative and how I knew it was bullshit and how I just couldn't believe the lies anymore. It was like that moment that like, oh my gosh, my eyes are open and now I can see so clearly everything for every single thing that it really actually is. That was the moment for me. Thank you. John Patrick Cruz says Tammy's right. Thank you. I appreciate that. So this whole time he has been saying that everything that they've been doing and will continue to do is being paid out of their own pocket. So when the one guy said, "Well, what can we do about a marketing wallet?" And Russ is like, nothing. With Saitama, we can do nothing with the marketing wallet, but I'm a businessman and I am going to make this token become profitable. And from those profits, we then can run this entire project. Plus, we got Sata Realty. Sata Realty has a developer wallet and a marketing wallet. So we'll be able to dip into Sata Realty to help the entire ecosystem, which is Saitama, right? Everything that wallet's going to help the entire ecosystem for Saitama. Now, he said, out of our own pocket. He didn't say out of our own wallets. Like he never said, we're selling tokens to keep us afloat. Never, never, never. And said, in fact, he was just, in case you missed it, last week he was on Scott Herman's channel doing an AMA, and he even reiterated it last week. We don't sell tokens to support Saitama. We're not dumping on you. We're not. He even reiterated it last week. So now all of a sudden he has to come out and say, um, you know, all right, okay, yeah, shit. Well, okay, well, we're broke. the project is broke and we need to fund it somehow. So, yeah, when we have to take profits, we or when we have to pay for something, we've got to take the money out of somewhere. So we are selling. I mean, finally, right? Finally, did that feel good, Russ? Did that feel nice for you to finally get something off your chest? How did it feel for once in your life to tell the truth? I bet it felt good. I wish you'd do it more. Your face might not be so puffy because right now you look like you have somebody that's afflicted with high blood pressure. Like, how people have that high blood pressure look? They're like red and swollen a little. He looks like that. And I think it's because he's stressed out all the time because he knows he's lying. He knows it's only a matter of time for Saitama. I believe. I think it's honestly only a matter of time for Saitama. Um, yeah, and why isn't TARP all over Saitama the way that they were all over Lily Finance and other tokens? Why are they giving these dudes a pass? I know they're connected. I know they're tight. I know him and Max Equation are buddies, but still, come on. If you're not going to pound Saitama, you can't pound the other tokens. Just sit back and be quiet, right? Sherry says, LOL, Tammy. I'm just trying to stay afloat, Red Puppy. He does. I mean, he has that. My sister-in-law has high blood pressure and she has that like red look about her sometimes. You have 0.069 of Saitama left. Now, is that 0.069 of ETH or is it 0.069 like you got almost 7 cents worth? Or I'd like to know. So I really don't know how much longer Saitama can go on. I mean, look what's happened. How epically could they fail and continue to go? They have no money. Okay, the only thing that I'm scared about is the liquidity is unlocking in May. Okay? The liquidity is unlocking in May. Do you know what that means? That means they could take the money. They literally could take the money and run. So at any point, like tomorrow, like right now, they could relock the liquidity. Why haven't they relocked it? I think they have full intentions of taking a portion of the liquidity out and being brazen about it, just being honest about it. Say, hey, we need this much of the liquidity to fund something, and we're going to take it out. That's why they're not relocking it. And I think once they do that, who knows if they're even going to relock it again? I mean, I don't even really know. Let me just go. Let's this is the ShibToro chart. Let me go back here. Oh, I'm not sharing my screen. Hold on a second. Let's look at the Saitama price right now, just so that we can see what's going on here. Man, my computer is slow. And it's not old. I mean, it's oh my gosh. Is it really 11 right now? Okay, so as we can see, let's just do a little example here. On Dex Tools, the price is 11. Let me see what it is on Bitmart. So on Bitmart right now, the price is 12. Just to give you an example, I don't know if you can see that. Just to give you an example of how somebody might be able to do arbitrage. They could, buy here and then sell on Bitmart. But it would have to be a significant enough amount where all of the transaction fees, if all of that was put on top of that, it would be worth it and profitable to do it. So probably they'd have to do at least $1,000 worth of whatever they're doing. But I mean, look, this is so bad, you guys. Look. Look at this 4 ETH sell. Oh, right? Who bought 4 ETH? Wait, that's so weird. You guys, look at this. This same wallet bought 4 ETH. No, dumped 4 ETH and then bought 4 ETH. Almost like at the exact same time. Why would they do that? Like just a few minutes apart. So strange. Literally 1 minute. 1 minute apart. Huh. This is the same person. These two right here. That's crazy. Look at this 9th. This is probably them. The 9th cell right here. That's probably them. Let's go to that wallet. That's the gist of this story. The story is they don't care about you. Hold on, I gotta see what Sherry said. I know not thinking about after all we have been through, but you are right. They are thinking about themselves. If you're right, we are in trouble with whatever we have left. I know. Sherry, I know. I know. Tommy says, I'm stuck with the dust wallet. Saitama worth 0. Sucks. I'm still considered a holder. Yes. Here's the thing. I'm a holder of I hold tokens on SaitaMask, and I hold tokens on Bitmart, and I hold tokens on my MetaMask. So I have 3 wallets. I go and count as 3 separate people, although all of those wallets are considered dust wallets, with the exception of my Bitmart holdings. I think no, probably not. It's probably worth about $175 what I have on Bitmart right now. As we know, Gate.io is closing up shop, and I had Saitama sitting on Gate.io for a couple of months, and when I bought it, it was worth some money. It was worth at least 3 or $400. I transferred that to SaitaMask. I'm lucky if it's worth $50 now. And my holdings on MetaMask, once again, it was what I have on MetaMask at one time did cost me $500. At one time, to buy Saitama was about $100 a billion, and now it's about 10. It's about $10 to get, or excuse me, their price is 11. It's $11 to buy a billion Saitama right now. And right now, my 5 billion Saitama in my MetaMask is worth only 53 bucks, and it once cost me 500. Damn. Damn, that stinks. Hey, Arturo. So that's the situation there. So yeah, so let's look at this wallet to see if in fact, yeah, look at all these out, 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 out. Dang. Let me just hit this to make sure it's Saitama. Oh God. Oh, guys, it's crazy, right? I mean, this is insane. The Here's the thing. Let's go back to this one because I just want to go to we'll go to Etherscan directly from Saitama because I just want to show you, if you go and go to StreamYard to make sure I'm showing the right. Here we are. Okay. Now let me go down. Now this is the Etherscan for Saitama token itself. If we want to check out the holders, all we have to do is go down on Etherscan, and where it says transfers, we want to go up and hit holders. And this is going to list out the holders from the top wallets. And as you can see, the very top wallet is the dead wallet where there's over 56% of the tokens sitting. And, these top wallets, this is where the Uniswap thing is, where they hold the liquidity for Uniswap. And uh, let's see whose wallet this is. Maybe this is the wallet they're talking about. Yep, this probably is his wallet. So these tippity top wallets, this is the top wallet. This is the person that owns. It's just out, 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 out. Meanwhile, they're telling you and I to buy the dips and buy in. And meanwhile, they're dumping on us. So if we come down here, look at all. Oh, this one actually bought Saitama 38 days ago and is dumping out now. What sense did that make? But at least they bought some in, right? Not like the other guys. Let's go pick any wallet here. And you could see, if you look on the right-hand side, these wallets, like this number 50 wallet is worth over $1 million still. Let's hit it and let's see. Oh, look at this person. Has never sold anything. They were airdrop tokens and never sold anything. Damn. That's crazy. What I wanted, because V, the original developer, was on Sandstorm Channel, I wanted to ask her, hey, did you leave any wallets in Saitama? So let's say, a bunch of people get together and they pool all their money together and they make not a marketing wallet or a dev wallet, but just like the tokens main wallet where we all pooled our money in a wallet. Like, did you leave a wallet there? Did the team inherit a wallet of Saitama is what I want to know. And it seems like I can't get a straight answer. She doesn't flat out say no, but she just won't say yes. I just want to make sure I'm on the right one. Yep. So, I mean, now I went over to the last page. So the top 100 wallets, the top 100th wallet, the top 100 holders, that's still $500,000. Let's see what he's doing. Or she, we don't know. Look at all of these dumps out. This person is dumping, just dumping, constantly dumping. And who can blame them? And they have 8 pages of this stuff. So let's go to the last page to see when they first got in. They first got in 306 days ago from Uniswap. They bought 6 trillion and they kept adding, and they started taking profits on day 200 or 269 days ago. And they've been in and out ever since. But not now. Now they're just piling out. They're like, shiz, let's get out of here. And even this it says transfer. So somebody sent them tokens. They didn't buy them. They got transferred. Strange. Strange that. Did you guys see my new video on Student Coin? It's a cryptocurrency that they're a complete platform. They do have their own native token, but they're the place you go if you want to launch your own cryptocurrency or your own NFT project, and you can do it in 5 easy steps. I mean, it's nice that it's easy. Like if somebody needs help, it's like easy like that, but oh, I shouldn't have me on the screen. Shit. Um How do I get rid of this comment? I don't even know where this comment is. Here we go. There we go. Uh, but it's almost scary how easy it is because anybody with probably 400 bucks listing fee is able to make their own cryptocurrency. That's how crazy, scary, easy it is. So let's just pick another random wallet just to see if they're dumping. Okay. Let's go to lucky number 24, shall we? Oh, actually, here, I passed 24. We'll just go to lucky number 64 then. Ooh, this person got tokens transferred in 23 days ago and never dumped out yet. So when I see something like that, I know it's a whale who probably has hundreds of wallets, and that's one of theirs. Because whenever a bot dispenses tokens like that, it's usually in that weird amount, like 777111111 or 77777. You know what I'm talking about. Like those weird numbers. It's never like 000. So even wallet number 88 has $684,000 in it. These are all transferred in. Look at transferred in, just transferred in. This makes me scratch my head. What is this? What is this? Like I've never even really combed through these wallets before. What would be the purpose of this? Huh. That's really strange. And it's an active wallet because they did do a thing from OKEx, which this is gate.io, which will have to be closed up soon. That's the wallet that has for gate.io. That's the wallet for OKEx. That's the Uniswap wallet. Saitama Inu. So this is probably the one that's on SaitaMask. And Mexi was down there. So Hotbit. Here's Hotbit. So let's hit 49, which is over $1 million. Same thing. That never sold anything. It has over $1 million worth of tokens in it, and it's just sitting there. And you guys, it's worth $1 million now when the price is so incredibly low. Can you imagine what it's worth now? What it would be worth if the price continued to go up? Let's say Saitama was able to get up to their all-time high. That wallet would be worth probably like $17 million. Why is this SHIB still at 549 supply on Coinbase? I'm on the started. Hold on, Eddie. Wait a second, Eddie. Why is SHIB still at 549.1 supply on Coinbase? I'm not the startest tool in the shed, but supply is not good. Husky says, yes, SHIB has a new burn portal, and you're getting ready to see a huge difference in that. Oh, Shiba Inu, I don't know. One of the big burners just dumped them, right? That guy who was doing a lot of burns, he just basically broke up with Shiba Inu and said he wasn't going to be doing anything to help burns anymore. Which is weird because he said he had a meeting with them, some kind of meeting, and then he decided to part ways with them. That was really weird. Normally, when you have a meeting with somebody, it reassures you of something. You walk away from the meeting, you're like, I feel better. Like kind of like a Russell Armand Twitter space. You had doubts, you weren't feeling good about it, but he sweet talked into your ear for a couple of minutes. Then you left feeling like sky's the limit for Saitama. One of those deals. Nope, not this dude. He went to the meeting, heard what the SHIB people had to say, and was like, I'm out. I'm out. me go back here. Okay. Who wants to look at some charts? Let's see what Archie's doing. As you guys know, I am a holder of Archie Nico and Pancake. No, not Pancake. Look at that. Look at that. Let me change this to 4-hour candles. I like 4-hour. You guys, look at that. Look at that. Do you guys know what that is? Look at that chart. Do you understand what that is? That is the chart for Archie Nico. This token is going to be incredible. Let me tell you, the guy launched the token. He knows a lot of wealthy people and famous people. He got them to invest in his token. He locked the pre-sale wallets for 6 months. The pre-sale people can't dump on us and hurt our chart. Now, the people who bought in day of launch probably, down lower, these red candles, that's probably where they took their profits. But as you can see, we don't have any major dumps like you normally see. This big, huge green candle would normally, right next to it, there would be a ginormous red candle, but we're not getting that with Archie Nico because those pre-sale wallets are locked for a total of 6 months. If you're looking for a place to put your money in and get a nice, tidy little profit, Archie Nico is your place. Next week, they're launching their DApp. They're going to have staking. They're going to have yield farming. Down the line, they're going to do all kinds of stuff. Like this guy has got a lot of plans for Archie Nico. He said in 6 months, he's going to have their own blockchain up and running. It's going to be a hard forked blockchain off of Ethereum, but still, it's this is a real deal. This token is going to go crazy. I mean, look at it. Look at all the buys here, hardly any sells. This is amazing, you guys. Please, please look at that. And it's not like it's just one person buying in. It's a lot of people. A lot of people buying into this token. Man, I love this but you know what the problem is with that project? It launched the same day as State of Realty. So it didn't get the attention that it deserved because everybody was focused on State of Realty and what was going to happen with State of Realty and was their launch going to get screwed up? And because of that, you know, Sherry, is there any chart that you want to look at? Oh, you guys, I was supposed to have somebody famous on the channel today, but they backed out. It was going to be an AMA with this token with a guy named Ben Hayes, and his brother is like a famous actor. So he's using his brother's fame, I think, to, kind of piggyback off of that and make his own cryptocurrency where they're going to fund a Hollywood movie and stuff in the metaverse. Like it's crazy. Okay, Arturo, have a good night, my friend. Thank you so much for dropping by. I truly appreciate you. I appreciate you. Who wants to see how do you get so early to this kind of projects like day one? So, Zoe, the thing is, we don't even want to be there on day one, right, Sherry? We want to get there earlier than day one. We want to get into the pre launches. So, right now, there's a pre launch. Let me look on Twitter. I think it's called Hospo Wise. Hold on a second. Gotta find these before they launch. This way, Hospo Wise. This is in pre-launch right now. If you want, go to this at Hospo Wise. That's their Twitter. Or here, you know what? I'll just copy the link. Hold on a second. And let me dump it here. right down there on their first pinned tweet, here is the link to their website. You hit it, and you can get into their pre-sale. See where it says pre-sale? All you have to do is hit there, boom, pre-sale, and that will take you to the pre-sale where you then can invest. Disclaimer, yeah. What's going on here? I did it on my phone, so I didn't see any of this nonsense. Oh. And then you would just let me go to StreamYards to see if yeah, okay. Then you would just go to connect your wallet. You would hit connect wallet, and then you would pick whatever wallet that you're using. And then did it connect to my wallet? I mean, I already invested, but that's weird. Is migrating, please use the new URL. But that's where you find them. You have to be in tune. You gotta follow me on Twitter. Right, Sherry? He's got to come over when we're doing live streams. You've got to follow me on Twitter and my Twitter. Oh, I should get my Twitter thing. Hold on a second. I never know how to do it though. You got to follow me on Twitter because, the pre-sales are where it's at. I got into Coyote Coin for the pre-sale. That's not launched yet though, but you've got to be, finding out about the pre-sales. Pixel is another one. Oh, I dumped hold on a second. I have to share screen again because I do want you to pay attention to Pixel. It's my friend's my friend's cryptocurrency. It's not her cryptocurrency, but I think she's in charge of marketing for it. So why didn't that work? Share screen. Here we go. Okay. The name of it is at Pixel. Let me grab the link here too. I'll put it down here. Oh, sure. You didn't know about Pixel? I tweeted about it. But you know what? If I'm rarely on Twitter, not rarely, but if you miss a tweet, I might do a bunch of tweets, like one batch every hour. So if you don't look at that hour, you're not going to see my tweet. But anyway, this is a good, solid project. My friend Tangi, she's involved with it. So here, whitelist. It's a whitelist right now. At Pixel, our investors are our partners. We make a concerted effort to listen to your concerns and provide solutions to give you the best experience possible. Hmm. Please enter your wallet address before you confirm your spot. I wish they because I did submit for this, but I didn't hear anything back. They didn't send me an email. So I'm going to have to check that out to make sure that I definitely am getting into that. Yeah, that's Sherry. That's Tangi's project. So you got to make sure you get into that pixel. Everybody should check it out. Let me close off some of these screens. Okay, what other chart should we look at, guys? What other chart do we want to see? You know who got hit bad today? Bobatama. Bobatama got hit, but you know what? They still have not launched their wallet. They still haven't launched the NFT project. I think once that happens, it's going to take a big bounce. But it got hit today. It's like it's already starting to bounce. But look, it came down so low. And we can see that this is a big area of support right here in the high twos. So you can see, right? Look at that's a major area of support. And that aligned right with it. Lined up perfect. Isn't it crazy how the charts work, you guys? It's insane. Look at all those buys. I knew it. I knew it. I said something about Bobatama today, and somebody's like, "Oh, you're a shiller. You shill for them." I'm like, "No, I don't. I made one video for them, but I'm an investor, so what else should we look at? Let me see what other tokens I'm into. Hold on. Oh, Coin View Cap. Let's see how that's doing. CVC. Did you guys get into the Coin View Cap? Oh, Coin View Cap be dumping. Oh, look at, oh my gosh. Coin View Cap looks horrendous. Look at it. That's ugly, you guys. That's brutal. Look at all these cells. Dang. Look at 5 ETH cell. I bet if we go to this wallet, they got into the pre-sale. I don't know. It's brutal. What other Oh, Terra. Okay. Hold on. Yeah, that's another brutal one. Man, but you know what? You know what happened with them. They cannot come back from the Binance thing. It's going to be a long road for them to bounce back from the Binance thing, you guys. I think once they messed up with that was brutal. I think a lot of people lost confidence in them because of that. Yeah, look at that. Down 3% on the day. And look at it. It does look like some kind of devil, right? The horns. This is, of course, the initial run up. I wish I could go back and take sweet profits over here and over here. I mean, I took profits, but I didn't take as much as I should. Well, I mean, I shouldn't complain because I have my initial investment back and profits. But you know what? Hindsight is 2020, like they always say, so I can't complain. But yeah, it's brutal. And this is obviously this green candle right here. This was the fake Binance listing. This was everybody believing the tweet. Oh, we're getting listed on Binance. And then whispers of, oh, it's bullshit. And there's the red candle that came down. Speaking of bullshit, let's look up Shinja. Oh, you know what? No, I want to look up Project Phoenix because I do hold a lot of that. What the hell? I don't understand why they have these big banners up here for Dex tools now. Like, where is the magnifying glass? I can't even see it anymore. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Like, it's hidden. Phoenix V2. They're getting their asses kicked, guys. Project Phoenix, ugh, it's brutal. It's like way practically where it launched. Look at that, you guys. Oh my gosh. No, well, not quite. It obviously launched way down here, and we have an area like this is a big line of support right here, but, like, actually, this would have been the line of support. It did break through that line of support, but one of the devs from that project said to me that the whales that we're dumping, they're gone, and this is where all the hodlers live. This is the big line of support. This is the lowest it's going to be, for a long, long time. But I mean, I see all these sells, and I don't know. I don't see too many buys coming in. So I right now, I'm not going to buy. I'm not going to add to my position on Project Phoenix yet because it's trending down. Look at this. We are in the pattern of a descending wedge. And when we break out, it's going to be a good breakout. But the problem is, I don't know when that breakout is going to happen. There needs to be a catalyst. There needs to be more holders. There needs to be volume. And we don't have any of that yet. So right now we're stuck in this pattern of a descending wedge. So now's not the time to add to Project Phoenix. I hate to say it. I really do. I hate to say it because I'm a big supporter of them. But, you know, guys, gotta protect my people. What else should we look up? Anybody have any hello, Kristen? Thank you so much for dropping by. Oh, how about we look up that Sharky token, right? Remember that Sharky token? Those guys were yelling at me. Sharky Inu. Is it Sharky Inu? Or is it just Sharky? Sharky. Oh my gosh. Sharky got spanked. You guys look at that too. Oh my gosh. Remember, they were not down this low. I think they were right about here when I was like, "You guys need to start to market. Don't be stupid. Get people to start to market your token." I offered them the free AMA. They they were upset. They thought I was fudding on them, and I'm like, "No, I'm not fudding on you. You guys just need to market." I even yelled at them about their Twitter. I'm like, "You guys do a tweet like every 4 days. Like, you need to use your social media platforms." And the one guy's like, "I know, but it looks like here is where they live and breathe now. They're definitely in an area of accumulation. We can say that for sure. Man, look at this wall of cells. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh." Any other project you want to take a look at? Too many irresponsible presale buyers dumping. Oh, but you know what? Cryptic crypto? Do you know where that's not going to happen? On Archie Nico, because their presale wallets are locked for 6 months. So for anybody that's just getting here right now, let's go to Archie Nico and you can see. Oh, not this one, this one. Let's see the beautiful chart on Archie Nico, you guys. You're not gonna believe it. You're gonna think it's too good to be true. You're gonna be too afraid to invest in because you're gonna look at that chart and you're gonna go, "Oh no, it's only a matter of time before that ginormous red candle comes down and hits us." But here's the thing, that's not gonna happen because the presale wallets are all locked for 6 months. The owner's wallet is locked for a year. The problem, it's not even a problem with this token, but what happened was they launched the same day as Seda Realty, so nobody really paid any attention to them. They kind of fell to the wayside. So you just have some long-term hodlers in here now, and the people who are the pre-salers, they're like wealthy individuals. Some of them are famous sports figures, and they're the people that are locked up in the pre-sale wallets, and they've been dealing with this guy financially for years, the guy that launched the project. and they trust him. So this is going places, this project. If you want a place to tuck, not that this is financial advice, it's not, but if you want to tuck your money, I've bought into Archie Nico. Let me just say that. I bought into Archie Nico because I think I'm going to make a profit on this. Oh, what about Shiba? Did you guys see that the Shiba Inu relaunched? Not the SHIBBA, but the SHEEBA. That launched. Here it is. It did a relaunch because there was a problem with the original smart contract. So they had to relaunch it and airdrop the holders. But because that happened, I think it freaked people out, and you could see they're trying to bail out of there. But that's the one that has the really great, awesome play to earn game. Yeah. So, it'll come back. It's okay. What else do I hold? I mean, I own a lot, but nothing that I know is not doing any good, right? The other one that I bought into was Oscar Token, but I know that's not doing good at all. It's a charity token, right? I mean, so what really can you expect with charity tokens? They're not going to do good. They You need a utility. If you don't have a utility for your token, you're really not going to go anywhere. You guys look at this. Oh, it's ugly. Look at all this wall of cells. Jeez. This is I mean, it's nice to be involved in a charity, and that's why I bought into it, but they live down here low, you know? Do I hold Shiba Doge? No. No, I no. No. But there's always one of you that comes in, right, Sherry, every night to ask me if I do hold it. Shiba Doge. Cryptic Cryptos is where? It is available on ERC20. I got it on MetaMask. All right, see ya, Husky. As a matter of fact, I'm going to call it a night too because it's almost 1 a.m. here, and I want to go back to Pixel and make sure that I get into that pre-sale. I thought I was in it, but I guess I have to go do something else. Well, that is going to do it here tonight for me. I do thank you so very much for joining me. Sherry's the best. Sherry's here every live stream. Sherry, I appreciate you. And to everybody else that joined, thank you very much. And until next time, please take care of yourself. And remember, try to only buy on those red candles.